But now we're going to hop into the quarterback pool. Got a lot of great wide receiver options. I'm glad you guys brought all those up. I think we did really well there. But we're going to go into the quarterback pool. We're going to come over to the end. I know he's sitting here. He's like, okay, should I really say this? But
I know.
The way we talked about it, I like it. I think it's sneaky. We're going to go over to Ann right now for his post-NFL draft quarterback buy. Who's it going to be, Ann?
Aiden O'Connell.
Uh-oh. And he isn't kidding, folks.
No, I'm really not kidding. So I'm looking at this, man. We looked at a lot of mock drafts, and they could have traded up. I mean, I think, especially to Atlanta, but maybe Atlanta was that high on Penix. Obviously, I guess they were, but they didn't draft a quarterback. What'd they do? They draft Brock Bowers in the first round, who's probably, honestly, and I know I've said this a couple times, the best tight end I've ever watched on film. Like, he is so good. They also get Jackson Powers-Johnson, who we thought the Steelers might end up getting a pick 20. So a little bit of value there in round 2. So they beef up that line a little bit, get an amazing tight end here. And we got to remember, as I was just saying about Devontae Adams, still the guy can play football. Jacoby Myers, another very good number 2 target. They do bring in Gardner Minshew. Yes, I am aware, but he turns the ball over quite a bit. Gardner Minshew is that player that, might throw for 300 yards, but give you 2 interceptions and lose a fumble. Like, that's just kind of the way he is. He's kind of that bridge player. So looking into this a little bit, what's Antonio Pierce want to do? He wants to run the ball and play tough defense. Kind of go off that play action, I believe. And I think that's what they're going to do. And I believe O'Connell is the best one that obviously suits that. He really takes care of the ball. And this is a player that, he's not mobile, but we've seen guys and I'm not saying he's Joe Burrow or CJ Stroud, but we've seen these guys be successful. You look at his career at Purdue, man, he threw for 9,219 yards. That's 5th in Purdue history. 60 touchdowns to his 25 interceptions. I mean, that's showing you he takes care of the ball. 5 touchdown pass game, had multiple 500-plus yard passing games. Now, he did struggle when he first came in, but he's a rookie, a later round pick. But the last 4 games, man, 8 touchdowns, no interceptions, and finished a quarterback, won 2 games out of his 4 games. One of them games was Kansas City, which he did not throw for over 100 yards. But you look at that Chargers game, 4-touchdown game for him. So, which I know the Chargers defense was bad, but he won 3 out of them 4 games, and that was a division game. A couple of them division games, man. So I really think, right now with Aiden O'Connell, I think everybody's saying this is Gardner Minshew's job. I don't believe that. I think it's going to be a camp battle, and I think Aiden O'Connell can beat him out. I think them not trading up and drafting a quarterback or even one later, it didn't even give Spencer Rattler a chance. I really feel like they want to see what they have in this kid, Aiden O'Connell. And what better way as a throw-in piece right now? I mean, he's being valued behind guys like Spencer Rattler, who I would much rather just gamble on O'Connell. If he gets that starting job, this 4th-round capital that you got to give up late 3rd, he becomes instantly a mid to high 2nd.
Yeah.
I feel like this price can definitely shoot up. And even if Gardner Minshew is named a starter at the beginning of the season, which I don't think is a guarantee, I think he's going to get a chance. They're going to say, hey, especially if they're bad, let's see what we have in this kid. Let's see if we need to go back to the well and draft another quarterback here.
Well, and let's take a little trip around the league, right? And I'm like you. I really like the way you laid that out, and I think that Aiden O'Connell has a great chance to win this job. We know Pierce loves him.
Yeah.
He is that kind of guy, like you said. He don't turn the ball over. He runs the offense. He has everything under control. I think that's what, Pierce likes. But let's take a little trip around the league. You can make the debate. I mean, all the rookie quarterbacks, some of them are going to play right away, some aren't. Well, he has a good chance to jump some of them. We haven't seen Bo Nix. We don't know what Bo Nix is going to be like. So you can put him maybe ahead of some of those guys.
Yeah.
Then you have Geno Smith up in Seattle. I mean, that's topsy-turvy. Do we see Sam Howell? We don't know what happens there. I mean, there's different places around the league. Sam Darnold in Minnesota, if he starts, over J.J. McCarthy right away. I mean, Jacoby Brissett in New England, if he starts over Drake May right away. There's different places around the league where Aiden O'Connell is going to beat a lot of these guys out as far as fantasy production goes early.
Yeah.
And like you said, Ant, if he can do enough, you could get good value out of this guy. You're getting him for a pair of socks right now.
Yeah. I mean, he's dirt cheap. Nobody's really talking about him yet. And as soon as he wins that starting job, if he does, the value shoots right up because they're going to say he's got Devontae Adams, Myers, again, he's always kind of underrated.
I love
Brock,
Myers.
yeah, he's a solid guy.
Yep.
And Brock Bowers, man. So
yep. And the thing is too, like guys, it's easy for us to come on here and say, "Oh, go buy Kyler Murray."
exactly.
I mean,
go buy Jordan Love. Like it's so easy to say that, but some of these guys, I mean, and that's even like I thought about Justin Fields, but doing that, you can't even get Justin Fields for a late first. So why would you not just gamble on O'Connell for a fourth? Where okay, if you do want Justin Fields, get Aiden O'Connell for this fourth round pick or late third, package him in a deal to get a Justin Fields or even a Michael like you're just continuing to gain value. You keep moving pieces to go up higher and higher.
And you get more assets that could become valuable.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. That's the way you got to approach this. I mean, and that's it. Like you like to get these guys that are coming out of nowhere and then sell high on them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you have to do.
Yeah. And I'm by no means like, okay, and there's only a handful of guys in a 5-year window. Let's do a 3-year window. Do I think Aiden O'Connell's there for the next 3 years? Possibly, but probably a 50-50 chance to possibly not. So I want to buy this guy today, flip him to get a higher end asset. And I think that's what we can do here.
Yeah, totally. 100% agree on that. And I really like that because no one's really thinking about it. And I'm like you, man, I think he can beat out Minshew. I think they brought Minshew in for insurance. I mean, they got kind of a win now team. They're like the Raiders always think they have a chance.
Oh yeah, they absolutely do. And going into guys like we all like advocate, we want to buy Sam Howell. But unfortunately for Sam Howell, sometimes you got to pay that little bit of extra premium because he had a good season last year where we're betting on an injury or a bench spot to get the production. And it could easily happen. And I think if the opportunity arises, like, oh yeah, I think he'll be good.
Yep.
But we're kind of just like I'm trying, I guess, to get creative to jump into this next tier.
Yep. Yeah. Try to get a piece where you can get up there. And that's it too. I think the thing is too, if he's playing decent enough and you don't feel comfortable with him, you could sell him and get way more than what you paid for him.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's the key here.
You got to him a zig before everybody else zigs.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you got to try to
zag.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Because we know what Gardner Minshew is. He's a bridge guy. I mean,
right.
O'Connell could be, possibly, but I mean, looking at some of his Purdue stats, now it is Purdue, but like the guy can throw.
Right.
Like there's evidence that, at least shows us like, okay, he has thrown good in a collegiate level. Can he continue? I don't know. We'll see.
And we all know quarterbacks are valuable in superflex leagues. I don't care, especially once the season starts.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you right now, man, if you're giving up that kind of like pair of socks value for Aiden O'Connell, you're not going to get hurt anyway.
No.
I mean, it's a gamble worth playing. And even if you're a rebuilder, I think it's a gamble worth playing.
Even Joe Flacco at 38 held value.
Yeah.
Like he won people championships.
Yeah, he did last year, man.
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, when people needed players like that, boy, they were nice to have.